Hey girl, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Kayla. Today is going to be a start of a new series. It's been done before. Yes, it's going to be a new series called Foundation Friday. I saw this series on that Kayla. I want to say it's that Kayla. I honestly, the whole time that I've known her channel, I always thought it was that Ayla, but I could be, I don't know. I think it's that Taylor because her name's Taylor, so that makes more sense. And I wanted to start doing this series on my channel because I use the same foundation every single time. I think it's kind of boring. And as a review channel, I should be venturing out and doing more. Plus, I hate the fact that whenever I run low on my favorite foundation, I'm always like, I don't want to spend the money on a new one because it's 40 bucks and I don't like spending that much money on a foundation, but I will. Today's foundation for my first ever Foundation Friday is going to be the L'Oreal 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I was super excited to try this out. It is not new, but it's new-ish, you know, it's been out for several months. I know that a lot of places won't let you try this out in the drugstores or wherever you go. If you are shopping online like most people are, I would definitely recommend getting a foundation that you know fits you, getting the shade, the name of it and everything, and going to findation.com, almost like foundation, findation.com. I'll have it right here and a link down below so you can go check it out. Go input the concealer or foundation that perfectly matches you, and they'll give you a list of all the other foundations that will correctly match you if they can find one for you. So this foundation says it has up to 24-hour fresh staying power, long-lasting foundation with their most lightweight, breathable texture. It's waterproof, transfer resistant, and sweat resistant. Oh, it says it's medium to full buildable coverage that lasts all day and allows the skin to breathe. The formula's 3 oil absorbers resist sweat, water, and transfer. The ultra thin liquid goes on smoothly to give a fresh, healthy looking complexion that lasts. Color stays true and blends in evenly so your makeup looks fresh all day. Formulated with SPF, this foundation is suitable for all skin types. Ooh, that's awesome because SPF is great for anti-aging. I always recommend it. I always tell people the sun is your worst enemy. This just sounds overall what I've been looking for in a foundation. It doesn't give me the actual finish of the foundation if it's supposed to be mattifying, but it says that it absorbs oil, so I'm assuming it is mattifying. This original price is $14.99. I purchased this at my local H-E-B for $11.99, so I got it on sale. It is a new foundation, but it does say #1 new foundation of 2019, so we will just have to see if it is going to be the #1 of my, I just spit there, did you see that? Before we get into this, as always, if you haven't already, please be sure to hit that subscribe button to join the KB family. Without further ado, let's get into this video. I really shouldn't be drinking any Red Bull right now because I just finished my coffee and I tend to get really hyper when I'm drinking Red Bull or coffee, specifically Dunkin's, which is what I had today. But I'm gonna start off by moisturizing my face with my CeraVe moisturizing lotion. So this is the moisturizer that I did have in my haul. I'll have it right here if you haven't seen it already. If you guys are wondering how I ended up liking it, I like it. I'm not in love with it only because of, as you can see, this, the white, but it does the job. It doesn't leave a white residue, it goes on like sunscreen almost, like it's like pure sunscreen with a little bit of moisturizer in it. I'm gonna start off with my Smashbox Photo Finish Oil Primer. This is my tried and true. If you guys have not seen my favorites video, this is so good. If you have oily skin, you may want to skip on this. But if you're going for like somewhat of a dewy look, like a glowy look, then this is going to help a lot. It is a bit pricey, so if you guys have any of your points at Ulta, I would definitely recommend saving up your points and using it on the more expensive items. Now that I'm pretty content with how it's on my skin, I'm going to go in with my foundation. Somebody legit tried this one out. Luckily, it's not unsanitary because it's a pump. Let me go grab my alcohol real quick. I'm usually really good at noticing shit like that. Damn, that's so annoying. Don't be that person, please. So this was 500. The other shade I grabbed was like 485 or whatever. 485 was actually darker than this one, which is weird. The next one over was quite a bit darker, which I knew I wasn't that dark. And the next one to the left of it was quite a bit lighter, and it was just like the shades are really weird. So I would like to definitely try out different shades, but again, I don't have all the money in the world to do that, so I just grabbed what I thought was good. My boyfriend's like, you don't want to get both? I'm like, not really, honestly, but I think I can make it work. So I'm just gonna take, I'm gonna do 2 pumps. I'm so used to 2 pumps. And we're just gonna go from there. On the right half of my face, I'm gonna take my tried and true NYX foundation brush. If you guys do not have this is the best thing ever. But I'm gonna go ahead and dab it into the foundation. And we're gonna go from there. Yep, it's a lot darker. It's, you know, it's not a lot darker, but it's darker. For my foundation, I typically would use this foundation brush. I'm not a sponge girl anymore. I don't know why. I feel like sponges take a lot longer than a brush would. And the kabuki brush especially doesn't eat up the foundation as much as a sponge would, and you get more of a full coverage effect, which is why I love this brush so much. So far with the first layer, it has a decent coverage. I would say like a medium coverage. I can still see my acne scarring peeking through, but it doesn't look terrible. On the viewfinder, it looks pretty good. Now, might I tell you, I did 2 drops of foundation. I've already used it up. A little doesn't really go a long way with this foundation. Just keep that in mind. 2 pumps, do the other side of my face with an e.l.f. face sponge. If you guys do not have these, they are the best. I'm going to try out another one that they came out with for their concealers right now. I bought it today as well. Ooh, okay. Something about this sponge. I feel like it applies, definitely it's gonna apply differently, but I don't know why I feel like it applies nicer. Huh. As you can see, it definitely oxidizes. So I would definitely say go like 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. This is a little surprising. I think I'm liking the sponge application a lot more than my brush application, which is interesting because again, I only apply it with the foundation brush. Yeah, ooh, this is pretty. I hate thunder. I want to say, yeah, the sponge definitely feels more like a thinner layer. So that's probably why. And I know you guys are gonna be like, blend it to your neck. I don't feel like it. I'm not gonna get to do a full day wear test. 2 reasons. It is already 5 p.m. B, it is raining cats and dogs. And I feel like my full day wear tests are better when I'm able to like go out and work. So you guys can see like on a work day, okay, you know, if you work, this is what it's gonna look like by the end of the day. Okay, I'm just using the sponge on the other side because I really like that application. The reason why I really wanted to try out this foundation was because I'm obsessed with the L'Oreal Full Wear Infallible concealer. And girl, let me tell you that this is the shit. I'm gonna take my tried and true Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and I'm going to set to my face. I was gonna say bake. So next I'm gonna take my Maybelline Fit Me. You guys know this is my tried and true. Wow. Oh shit. Okay, I typically love this powder, don't get me wrong, but it's never looked so freaking good. Dude, this powder, it makes it look so like poreless. It looks super good. Okay, so I'm gonna finish off the rest of my face and I'm gonna come back and give you guys my final thoughts. So I am officially done with my face and we're going to do the flash test. I'm gonna take my phone and do the back camera. So that looks actually super good. My skin looks real smooth. Honestly, the only part that I see as a flashback is like this, called the primer that I used on my eyes that's just not working right. So it is flash proof. Now we need to see if it's transfer proof. So this is my robe and I'll just wash this afterwards. It's a white robe and it's okay because when I shout things out, it actually does, shout works really well. So I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna rub this on my face. Okay, so here's the tough part. You know what I should do? Actually, I was like, let me rub my face, but I totally forgot that I applied other things on top of my face. Here, what I'm gonna do is apply this on the back of my hand and let it dry. Good. Yeah, can't see that, but it is transferring onto my robe. Transfer proof, definitely not. Either way, like I said, if you're putting other stuff on top of your face, the transfer proof of the foundation doesn't matter because my powder still got all over, you know, the robe. This also says that it absorbs oils, so I do notice it is matte on my face. It's not extremely dry, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it doesn't feel like super tight, super dry. It feels matte, lightweight. I honestly cannot feel it. It doesn't feel cakey because, like, I've had those foundations, like the Lancome Teint Idole, for example, is one of those that, like, you put it on and it just feels like, girl, it does not feel good. Another thing is my face looks so fucking good, dude. Like, if you guys have not tried this foundation already, I definitely would recommend it. Full coverage. It is a medium to full coverage because I can still see my scars peeking through, but it's like a high medium. You know, it's not like a, oh, it's medium, I can build it, and it is buildable. So it still feels really fresh on your face. I really do like that. This, overall, it's really good. That being said, is this worth your money? This is definitely worth your money. I would shop around and see where you can find the best deal at. I did buy this at H-E-B on sale. It was originally $13.99 at H-E-B, and I found it on sale for $11.99, but it's normally $14.99. So again, I would just shop around and see where you can get the better price. So I do say this is worth your money, but what do you think? Do you like this foundation? If you've tried it out, let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't, do you like the way this applied on my skin? I would really like to know your thoughts on this foundation, but I would definitely recommend, if you haven't tried it out already, to definitely try it out because this is gonna be like that #1 drugstore foundation. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give it a like if you did, because it really does help me out. Hit that subscribe button to join the K-Babe family, and also comment down below what foundation we'd like to see next, or if you liked this foundation, is this your favorite foundation? Let me know so I know what to do for next Friday. That is it. I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye guys.